as the results come in, here's what is clear. No matter how many delegates we win tonight, we have done something no one else thought was possible. In just 3 months, we've gone from 1% of the polls to being a contender for the Democratic nomination for president.
Mike Bloomberg spent more than $500 million on his campaign. And on his first time on the ballot in Super Tuesday states, he doesn't have much to show for it. He's running in third or fourth in most contests across the nation. He didn't win a single state with a sizable chunk of black voters, which he spent millions of dollars and lots of time and effort to try to reach out to. And he didn't win states made up of moderate voters. Taken all together, this threatens to undermine Bloomberg's main reason for getting into the campaign in November in the first place, which is he's this electable alternative to Senator Bernie Sanders and someone who can do well when Joe Biden stumbles, and specifically with the voters that were supposed to go to Joe Biden. So to understand why these results are so damaging to Bloomberg, we have to look at why he got into the campaign in the first place. He did it in November as Joe Biden's poll numbers were slipping. It looked like a smart bet when Joe Biden didn't do well in Iowa and New Hampshire. But then Joe Biden started doing better in these early states with voters of color, and states that Bloomberg specifically skipped going to. Instead, he was going to spend all his time, all his money, and all his resources building up this big debut on Super Tuesday. Unfortunately for Bloomberg, Biden gained a lot of momentum in these last few days right before Bloomberg was about to make his debut. Bloomberg's campaign says they'll evaluate the results of Super Tuesday. Now, he's worth an estimated $60 billion. He can keep going as long as he wants, whether he wins any primary or caucus. But at this point, their campaign is probably asking themselves some really tough questions. Like, is the whole premise of Bloomberg getting into the race to be this moderate alternative to Bernie Sanders who can beat Donald Trump flawed?